What's up? Let's quickly pop our dialogue stuff back on, I think. Skills +7. Yeah, my dialogue right now is ridiculous. What's up?
Whoa, it's Riz. Oh, fucking damn it. Every time. So, hey, you trespassing, and I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal.
Hang on, what were you starting to say back there?
Jimmy used to work security for Rizzo's before he got fired for... what was it again? Rank incompetence and gross odor? Or was it gross incompetence and rank odor?
Oh, you think you're funny, kid? You want to hear a little jingle? I'll get your head ringing.
Don't threaten my crew.
Oh, you're lucky you're running with new friends, Felix.
Hey, Raps, have you seen Baru's DD Deathless highlight series? I have not yet. Teak and I have talked a bit about Baru's work on DD recently. So my interest is certainly piqued. Does Rizzo's know you're butchering their slogan?
What, you gonna report me? I don't work for them no more. I'm with the Gardeners now. All of us kept the peace for the corpse once, but we got tired of being used.
Funny, I wouldn't have pegged you for a horticulturalist.
Hey, I like to get my hands dirty. It's just a name. Old lady we work for, she likes plants. We're here to keep the streets clean. Hallways. You know what I mean. Anyway, Blakeslee's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there.
Does Junlei know you're down here?
We ain't subversives. We're gainfully employed. This is a private contract. Miss Junlei can't get too mad if we rough up some trespassers. Especially if I was nice enough to warn him first.
But she might get a little steamed if you hurt her girlfriend.
Huh?
Hi, I'm the girlfriend.
Oh, shit. Fine. You want to check out the lab? Go for it. We won't stop you. But Blakeslee's got her own setup in there, and she doesn't like guests. So, if you get shot, I'm telling Junlei I never saw you. This one's clear, guys.
Nice going, boss.
Hell yeah, Felix. I love that you have the ability to have that come back in this circumstance. Extremely neat. Okay, so I can't transfer and put things into their inventory, but I can take the armor they're wearing. Smooth moves, I guess. Heavy machine gun, upgraded exosuit, extra tech skills, don't need that. But can just jack all their stuff, ha 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 ha, jack their swag. We also finally found the ability to tinker again. Vandalized defensive. Sure, I'll take that. I may not have a decent amount of credits for doing enough tinkering on this. Wait, that's the repair. Tinker. Most dangerous game. Okay. Oh my god. Actually, hang on. What is your damage stat compared? 569? Yeah, that's so much better. It's not even pristine as well. God, we really need to find some of these pristine. It's just high enough level. Alright, that's going to be our base weapon for... Honestly, it feels like probably a while. You can't stealth sleep on their bed. No, it didn't seem like I even had a prompt for sleeping on this bed. Yeah. Disappointing, though. This area looks like it's basically using the exact same map for the one we had to go through in order to fix some part of the bottom of the ship. I can't remember his name, but it was like a crazy guy there on the outside. God, it's been way too long since I played the other part. Oh, 500 bits, just casually lying on the ground. Thank you very much. Can you repair it to pristine? I don't think... Can you? Hang on. Is that like one level of your repair stat? Is you can repair things to pristine? Where are we? Repair. Do we not have a repair stat? Engineering, maybe? Chance items you repair will become pristine. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. God. Well, what does that mean for us? That means we need to retech into engineering before we do any of our repairs. It's a weird one right there. Hey, Sunshu, thank you very much for the raid. Much appreciated. And thank you, Advice Colin, for immediately getting the exclamation mark Sunshu out there with the raid. You were playing the Outer Worlds as well, also doing the Perils of Gorgon DLC, or is this your second run through? Also, if you need to, obviously, having just finished stream, go grab a drink. It's all good. No obligation to hang out, but thank you very much for the raid.
Wow, impressive.
All right, what are you testing here?
You gotta watch some of these guys to work for the competition.
So it's a bulletproof vest of the kind of Byzantine style. So they're just testing how to get around it? Because this doesn't really seem like a development department. Maybe they're testing, like, clothes for Marion to be a little healthier, you know? First day on it, honestly. 4 hours in, just reaching out to someone with my small community to show them some more of the game that I'll be continuing this week. That does sound good. I do apologize for the fact that we are a bit further past 4 hours, so there might be some spoilers here. Appreciate the raid, my man. Person, sorry. I still get linguistically tripped up on stuff like that.
This must be a step up from force.
It's super easy to just, change track instantly and be like, oh. And eventually it happens less and less, you know? Alright, let's just go straight through. This one's already open, but it would be robbing to take any of these. Don't care about any of those, though. To the local idiots, here's your weekly shipment. Please note the additional allotment of protein cakes. Could I convince you and your colleagues to fill out a brief questionnaire regarding your eating patterns? In the meantime, do try to cut down on those sugary drinks. So we've pretty simply found our way in, but the defense systems in here, if I had to guess, would be Automex. Yep. Okay, so she was responding to us. It wasn't an overheard conversation. That makes sense. Alright, Automex. Do I have anything I want to retech into for... No, it's fine. We should already be pretty comfy against them. Couple over in that left room. None in the main hall, but the mechs can obviously reach this area, so I wouldn't be surprised if I had a fight in here later. Yeah, exactly. There's 3 different spawn points for them. These quests are giving us a lot of money, at the very least, to help us turn around and pay for tinkering all of the new weapons they're giving us as well. It seems like they balance the economy. Disappointed you can't taking everything you can in order to sell it. I started out by doing that, but honestly, it slowed my gameplay by way too much. It was, like, unreasonably slow. In fact, I would make more progress in upgrading weapons and getting money by not doing that and just focusing on getting the important ones. It's I know the feeling though of, oh, but there's some lost value. But when you consider that time is also a factor you have to optimize for, you're gaining value in terms of time. Okay, there's some squishiness that I can hear. There's gonna be Probably not sprats. What is this? It sounds extremely close now. Oh. Oh, it's a mantis thing.
Observation log, date, who knows. Subject number, well, let's call him Percy. Percy here has discovered the secret to success. He has lifted the veil and found the pattern. He wakes up, he listens for that bell 3 times a day. Food rains from the sky. He eats, he waits. Life is easy. But the second your molt comes in, pal,
Is there something I missed in that? Or was it just like broad flavor? Journal, codex, audio. But the second your molt comes in. So they didn't just create Marauders. What this tends to hint to me is they didn't just create Marauders. They created something really awful when, maybe even when the Mantis Scorpion, I can't remember their name actually. Maybe when those little grubs eat Marauders, they get afflicted by the Adreno. We haven't really got much to go off there though. Chronofield aggregator, as well as, yeah. Take the dehydrated water tablets, but that's it there. Nothing important on the desk or in there, but apparently... Oh no, this might just be... Yeah, this might just be a, what's the name of it? A glass case in which you put plants. Botanarium? Electrician's gear, defense skills +5. Too expensive to produce further. Moving forwards, employees in high voltage environments should simply avoid touching anything electric. So that actually might be like an anti-electric special, right? Because it was a special. Yeah. Greenhouse, planetarium, vivarium. Something like that, but I don't know if any of those were the words that I had in mind. It's some... Just constantly sliding off the exact word I'm looking for, you know? And this isn't my, like, you know, accidentally pretending I don't know a word kind of stick. Improved Hunter Kit. Is that actually relevant to us, though? Improved kits really matter. We didn't get many of those in the base game, so... Chronofield Aggregator, Silver Tongue, Augmented... Improved Silver Tongue. All dialogue skills +10. Leadership skills +10. Terrarium! That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Harsh grip, and then the... Wait, so we already had another... That's the improved Thug Kit. Wait, where's the improved Hunter? Oh! This one's pristine, but for no reason whatsoever. Ranged weapon skills +10. That matters a bit, doesn't it? Oh, ranged weapon skills include long gun. We don't really need an extra 10 on long gun, though. Yeah, well, I think we'll be fine. I don't think it really justifies retaking anything. But it might be something to consider in the future. Hacking skill too low. Pfft. Let me just change my clothes and we'll see what they have to say about that, huh? Hack is +7 on ballistic troop armor. There we go. Cool. Then I need to quickly pop 1 and a little bit of a mind boost. A terrarium is a type of vivarium. I'd never heard of vivarium before. It's an interesting one, though. Also going to refer to my message just above. I'm generally curious if you've heard or played the game. Dungeon Munchies? No. Mm-mm. What is it? Enlighten me. mind attributes. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Cool. What happened with my skill here? Oh, I'm wearing the wrong hat. That's it. Whoops. It's the... No. And I'm guessing at this point, initiate watering cycle. Remove all electrical devices from the vicinity before proceeding. Yeah, confirm. 943 entries found. Please select the entry you would like to access. Well, let's start at the top. Memory allocations exceeded. Archive data expunged, receiving recent entries. All right, 733. Multiple entries found. Catastrophic memory error. Data expunged. All right, entry 943. Note that entries 734 to 942 have all been mislabeled as 733 due to human error resulting... Okay, these are strong L's. Oh, sorry. In loss of all key is stuck this damn machine. All right, that should sort all our auto-mechanical problems. Or at the very least, give us an area to retreat to if we need it.
Nicely done.
This is the way back out to the main room. We just came from there. No, that's deeper into the lab because the main room I'm talking about is right out there. It's absolutely adorable, well worth the $15. It's a fantastic little Metroidvania game. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that could be a fun thing to play off stream, to be entirely honest. I think I got like halfway through Iconoclasts and then I was like, I don't really want to finish this, so the Metroidvania sounds nice. Although again, I am still working through Breath of the Wild and Wolfenstein New Colossus, I think, at the moment. I mean, if we had to hack to get into the other path downstairs, we should probably use that one. Honestly, I'd love to see a video of just you and Pete playing and chatting about it. Oh god, we still need to do Rogue Legacy as well. I do want to include Peek in stuff that I'm doing at the moment, but Peek is working real hard on this. He's doing... So it's kind of tarot adjacent, kind of like deck of cards typical, kind of like your 52 deck of cards adjacent. He's making a deck of cards for his Grimsea campaign, Grimsea being one of his D&D campaigns, that I feature in, but is an NPC. And my man's working on it like straight up 12 hours a day in a row kind of situation. And is constantly like, will finish all of the art revision for the whole time, but by the time he finishes the final card, he will have raised his standard for how he wants it all to be. So then he has to go back and redo all of the previous cards. Making it pretty time intensive. It's right up the alley of great couples games and yet still great on your own. And the humor in the game is exactly your type from what I can tell. Ooh, definitely sounds appealing. I'll have to look at it after stream. Okay. I'm still trying to form my map, my mental map of this area. It's likely we won't be in this area long enough to actually need a working mental map of it, so it's entirely possible I should just use the actual mapping. In fact, that's a good idea. Man, these bit cartridges for 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, they're just left around. I'm loving it. It's helping my tinkering, but it's kind of invalidating getting money from anything else.
Coming from the other side of that door.
Yeah, don't adjust. You should probably check everything else first. Okay, so this was barricaded from this side, so what has this got to return back to? This level. All right, got it.
Oh, aren't you handsome? Looks like you got yourself a little snack. Ugh.
All right. Experimental notes. Group C, heretofore referred to as Clarus, continues to demonstrate increased growth and development relative to both the original and constrained strains. So is this an influenza or a fever or flu or something? However, general mass and caloric content has not been significantly compared to its predecessor, Horus. This suggests a limit in our ability to mitigate poor nutrient uptake with the Mantipillar mulch. Personal note, Martin's getting a little big for the terrarium. A few more days and he goes into the processor. Okay. What are you making down here? What are they being processed into? Maintenance logs, entry 1. All right, we'll go entry 1325. How far in the DLC is he? Probably about 5 hours, I'd say. Maybe the extra money of the DLC is the way of upgrading your guns no matter where you are at the story. It seems likely. It's just, it's unfortunate when you go from a campaign that had just ended to going to the DLC, you know? I don't know if there's any way to work around it necessarily, though. Water supply remains steady, but the power fluctuations are doing a number on the auto mechanicals equally fix all the time in the world. 1, 3, 2, 6. Gutted the auto mechanicals for non-essential components. Minor gains in power efficiency due to decreased weight. Waterproofing materials compromised. Human error. Got it, right. So that's the insistence that we should go find a way to water all of them. Okay, that's not a corpse. Take the fun times barrel for sure. We also do need to, at one point, actually just go to a merchant and offload a bunch of our stuff. We have far too much at this point. It's not all necessary at all. Let's go down the main entrance, though. Actually giving him a chance. I imagine that one would have actually been hostile. In fact, I imagine this probably would have been a large combat room were it not for the misting. Alright. And the rest of this we've already explored. Save. Going through that actual door. Okay, now I've actually got a working mental map of this place. Beautiful. Why not just book it for the woman? Because if I was incorrect, then there would be possibly areas of this that I had ignored that would be important to go to before talking to her. A lot of the time, like, you'll have a conversation and say, oh, I've already found something here. Like, I found the dead cannons, you know? And you can get extra dialogue and oftentimes extra items and value that way.
So who the fuck? Oh, wait, hang on. I can't hear a damn thing.
Neither can I.
Just gonna shut this thing off.
Thank you.
Right. Marion Blixley. What can I do for you, Miss Home Invasion?
How forward do I want to be here? I need to get into the HIA facility on Gorgon.
Spacer's Choice send you? Took your sweet time. Gorgon? I holed up in a forgotten cargo bay of a rotting colony ship just so I could never hear that name again. But here you are.
What happened on that asteroid?
I really didn't expect today to go this way. Shit. I should have brought another pack of smokes. The Gorgon project gave us Adrena time in the end, but that's just the Bose Spacer's Choice stuck on the whole mess. Corporate demanded a product they could throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas, samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA and HIA ran the tests again and again and again. And what happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies.
What was your part in this?
Testing supervisor. I designed the initial testing regimens, managed the staff, made sense of the test results. Tried to anyway. People are complicated, and I don't just mean the test subjects. Try and avoid working with people if you can. It always gets messy.
People make the gig worthwhile, and hiding away in a secret lab by yourself isn't messy. Any complicated people you might know who have an interest in stopping me, so what is Spacer's Choice testing for? I still haven't even said that I'm not Spacer's Choice, right? People make this gig worthwhile.
Also, it's nice to get paid every now and again.
Hey, it's just advice.
So what was Spacer's Choice testing for?
You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning. Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance. The traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders.
So Space's Choice knew about these effects from the beginning?
Yeah, good luck making that one stick. It's in the fine print, you know. Whatever was in those chemicals, it didn't matter what tests we ran. We kept getting the same results. The proto-adrena time solution was both monstrously addictive and had catastrophic effects on the psyche and intellect. A real boon to the colony.
What were you hoping for?
Well, just something. Stars. We were gonna change the world. A whole merciless grind. Imagine if it worked. A colony full of tireless citizens. The heights of human achievement and industry in half the time. OCI's job couldn't be easier. That dream's an easy sell. I bought it.
Sorry, the dialogue there was, imagine if citizens were tireless, the heights of human achievement could be achieved in half the time. OCI's job couldn't have been easier. Dream's an easy sell. I bought it. Okay. What happened? Why did the facility shut down?
We had a few weird accidents, escapes, minor setbacks. But one day, all the test subjects got loose. Sabotage, they said. Wasn't just us. All of the facilities got hit hard. Shut us down for a while. That turned out to be the last straw.
Ah, yes, the incident.
Spacer's Choice wasn't getting much use out of us anymore, so they shuttered the project, kicked Adrena Time out the door. And I came here.
Can you get me inside HIA?
Indulge a scientist. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir?
I'm just trying to spice up chapter 3.
Gets them every time. How about you, kid? You've got orphan written all over that baby face of yours. What do you get out of headbutting murderous auto mechanicals for your captain here?
First of all, I don't headbutt. I dropkick. As for what I get out of it, I don't know. It's fun.
Hope it stays that way, kid. That's all I've got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore. Made my exit the moment the project started falling apart. Had to steal some credentials. This should get you into the volunteer induction entrance.
You hacked into the Spacer's Choice database?
Please. I just messaged people with fake demands for their passwords.
You fished?
That's when they didn't just leave codes written down on pieces of paper. If I couldn't talk my way out past a simple facility lockdown, I'd be working for Rizzo's. That'll get you inside. What you do from there, that's up to you.
Any advice? You must have known the facility pretty well.
Come on. I've left it behind me.
Sure, it definitely looks like you're coping.
Yeah, well, you have to go on, don't you? Guilt's a useless emotion. What good is thinking about the past over and over and over again?
Help me, and you can put it behind you. I'll take care of everything.
Please, I don't need... Fine. Fine, here, I remember one of my access codes. Just punch in the keypad equivalent for replication. Should get you into the offices. Maybe get you to my terminal a little sooner. Go test that persistence of yours out on Gorgon.
I'll leave you be then.
Yeah. I'll make sure the auto mechanicals don't bother you on the way out.
I already made sure of that. No need. I got it covered. Can we steal from you while we're next to you? No. Okay. Time for the skill points. We're still going into lockpick just to get the pristine item find chance. And then are we actually going to be going to engineering? I can't even level up engineering for some reason right now. Oh, I can only level up tech as broad categories. I mean, then I probably should. Seems reasonable for this expansion. Have a little bit more tech and science skills. Is there some, like, dialogue? Some log, something that I missed in this room? Because otherwise, this area very much was just, like, a little bit of a dungeon before you talk to a person and then walk away. And usually the game has an extra layer in there. Somewhere. Sounds like you only need one and not the other. Well, I mean, I'm probably going to go to the other as well. At the absolute least, it's more content, you know? I want to read the dialogue lines of them. You know what? Let's also go see Junlei. She might have updated dialogue. So auxiliary maintenance bay there, but we can...
Captain, an unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown.
Status report, Ada.
The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded.
You're not supposed to be pleased to tell me that we're in the process of being boarded, Ada.
I have been programmed to simulate joy and excitement at the opportunity to test my limited defensive capabilities. Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice.
So when you said you had a marauder deterrent system back in Emerald Vale...
I was bluffing, Captain. When we met in Emerald Vale, my systems were not fully operational. Even if they were, I might have made an exception for you. The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low.
Let them know I'm flattered, but I wish they'd bought me dinner first.
That is unlikely. Judging by the state of the invading ship and the competence of the boarding party, I deduce they are incapable of paying for dinner. Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance. If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again.
You can get us out of here? How?
Yes, Captain. I am capable of deploying the Unreliable's articulated thrusters to dislodge their ship from our own. This is a temporary solution, however. A permanent solution may require your personal intervention.
I'll go deal with them myself.
Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrence system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show. Now initiated war welcome protocol.
Remind me to ask Ada what else she got trapped.
All right. You tried to board me, I'm gonna board you right back. Oh.
Looks like our opponent knows how to play defense. All right, freebooters, fall back and regroup.
Hang on. Is this gonna be like a toss ball league? Coach Tilly's credentials. I am so glad that I have Felix right now. Felix is gonna absolutely lose his...
Saw you coming.
Something going on over there.
Nope, nothing's going over here. One. Lose attention paid. I need that one in the far side to also lose attention paid. I should also probably change my clothes quickly here. Sneak attack damage is good, but... You killed a dog? I thought every dog was a good dog. Unfortunately, the cannons here, not dogs. They just don't count. They're an exception to the rule. Isn't that convenient?
Look out!
Here I come! I'm the best there ever was! Ha!
We can actually slam the targets that come into this room down. You should be comfy. He's still alive.
How far, buddy?
For a moment, at least. Rebooted tosser. Galley keycard here as well. Okay. So we were meant to just kind of like ram and crash to get all the way through here. System tombs, don't really care about those. Alright, it's open. Oh, okay, at least this gives us access up. I thought that it was just going to be an ammo box and such in that room. Exactly, I put them out of their misery. They were owned by these people who were using them for these missions, so this is misery. It's definitely the back justification. Unfortunately, some enemies in this game just attack you and you have to kill them. It's like killing wolves in Breath of the Wild. I was very much hoping the first time I saw a wolf that they would not be hostile to me because they actually look real great. Shame. Just not a shame. Grounded. Construction pills. I mean, God, who is funding this craft? There's a galley keycard again. Bunch of different ways to approach the same task. Alright, so I imagine if I want to come back and destroy the reactor, here's where we're coming back to. It's probably to unplug that. Where's this coach? So I'm headed out for bed. Sleep well, Mips. Thanks for tuning in. Alright. Definitely got to keep taking weapon parts every single time I find them. Actually? Yeah, we had the ability to get them to easily lose their attention on us. Right.
I could have sworn.
Yeah, you certainly could have. But nothing happened. Okay. Let's reposition ourselves and then... got really bad near the end. All right, we're gonna have to. Oh, come on. Okay, enough of it came back in time. We've only got the one target to take down. Great. It's pretty much exactly what the build has been set up to do, so I'm really glad when it executes it. Are they like? Is the story here going to be that they are a tossball team who made enough money to then just get super geared up and they became a gang instead? Lucky Spratfoot. Interesting. Because I'm almost certain that's where we're going with the rest of this.
Great work.
Stealth kit there for us, as well as a Nika pad. Wait. Okay, so 8 is all the way down there. I was wondering... Hall of Famer tossball stick. Okay, that's a Felix weapon right there, is it not? Level 30 has extra durability. Felix, do you use one-handed or two-handed? It's like a primary. Melee damage, drop kick. You have no reason to use one over the other. But you're using a one-hander at the moment, so let's at least compare it to that. Right? Your one-hander at the moment is significantly lower damage. Obviously, this one's been tinkered and the other one hasn't, though. We'll leave you this and then tinker and then go back. I really don't think I have enough money to actually tinker all of the weapons I really ought to here for our crew. They keep giving us stealth-related things, so I imagine that we could have stealthed through here. Despite being a stealth build, we don't really do stealth. We are a build that is incidentally stealthy sometimes. Yeah, I'll tinker the most dangerous game again. Very much still going to be a carry gun for a while. So couldn't have gone back down that anyway. Alright. Let's talk.
You know, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping you'd play by the rules. We could have had a good old-fashioned boarding. Now you're barging into my office, muddying tracks all over my floor. A little respect for the ship. Is that too much to ask?
I know you're nervous and all, but I'm here to talk.
I'd take your word for it, but I haven't made up my mind about you. You're the captain of the Unreliable. You dropped out of the sky in Emerald Vale, and whatever you've been doing on Gorgon, you've upset my employer. You and I are in a bit of a situation. I don't get paid unless you're dead, and a man's gotta make a living. You understand?
I already told you I'm here to talk. Take me at my word.
Well, it's not like I've got much of a choice here. If you're willing to be reasonable, I'm willing to put away the coach persona.
Who sent you and what do you want?
My team and I were contracted to apprehend the Unreliable, eliminate its crew, and dispose of the captain. I couldn't tell you who hired me even if I wanted to. The contract's anonymous. No names, no faces, just money and a target. I can't turn down a job like that. You understand.
Well, we don't really have many choices here. And we're through talking.
Everyone all right?
Shame. Utter shame.
Hey, that's impressive.
Society cigarettes there, as well as what's that down in the corner? Energizing ointment. Nope, not really a huge reward for it.